Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of 0 to 10 million gold from Transmogs only. So it's been about 6 hours or so since we did the last clip. We've got a whole heap of items up on the auction house currently. We currently have 26k of gold in the inventory. We also have some mail here. We just finished posting up some of the expired items too. And so what we've got left in the mailbox is sales. We've got a couple decent sales. We've sold some of the iron hide pieces. We sold 3 pieces of those for a decent amount of gold for all of these. So we got 5k for the belt, the leggings 1.9k, and I believe these are the gloves, I think, and they went for 3.2k. So that's another 11k added to our inventory, bringing the total up to 39k and 197 gold. So that is absolutely awesome. Great way to start episode number 3. What we're going to be doing in this episode is focusing on more farming. We're going to farm more and more transmog pieces. We really want to start getting the numbers up for the pieces. We've got 1,009 items listed on the auction house for a total value of 4,672k. We really want to bump that number up of over, say, 1,500 to 2k transmog items listed up in the auction house. That is the goal for the next couple of episodes. And what we're going to be doing is a mixture of running dungeons, so we can do our 10 per hour, 30 per day dungeons, and we'll be doing those. And we're also going to be doing some group and solo transmog farms in the open world, just to get some more pieces. And we are going to do a couple different dungeons just to keep a variety in the items that we're selling. Now, if you want to get into making gold in World of Warcraft yourself, anything from transmog farming to absolutely all sorts of ways, from professions to boosting, the best classes, the best setups, profession, gold making, everything like that is all inside of my gold making guide, which will be the first link down below. And then also for this series, I'm following my gold making guide with all the spots inside of there for my transmog farming. So this challenge is kind of based around my gold making guide. All the information you can find inside of there. You can find like the TSM settings and things like that, what I'm doing in this transmog challenge. But anyways guys, hope you have been enjoying the transmog challenge, where I'm going from 0 gold all the way up to gold cap, which is 10 million gold from just transmogs. So the next clip will probably be on my druid, where we'll be out farming either dungeons or some open world content, either solo or in a group. And we're back on the 0 to 10 million gold transmog challenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 runs of ZF, and then once we're done, we're actually going to come out here. There's a cool nice little farm here where you just click on these graves and more zombies come up. So I think after we do the 10 runs in ZF, we'll come out here and we'll farm this for a while. I was just doing it for a little bit. We actually got a decent axe, which goes for 16k on my server. But what we're going to do is we'll do these 10 runs right now, and we'll see how we go. Alrighty guys, so we just finished doing the 10 runs for right now. What we're going to do, just clear out all the trash items in here. We'll do a quick reload so that works. We're basically going to clear out the items from here, and we'll have a little farm on the outside spot of ZF, so at the graves. And we'll just fill up the inventory, then I'll send it over to the banking alt, and we'll throw it up on the auction house with whatever else we have to repost up in the auction house. So we're just selling the junk items that are worth under 100 gold, and then these right here, they don't sell. Alright, so we got a decent amount of items really. So we got a whole heap of greys and whites, we got a couple blues, and we got a couple greens, so that is awesome. So we're just going to do this farm out the front here for a little bit, I think, just to try to fill up the inventory. So how you do this, basically click on the grave, wait a second so the mob can like get aggro on you, so it just doesn't stand behind. Then you just AoE them just like that. You fly to the next one, which is here. You fly to the next one. Then there's 2 over here, and once you do all of them, by the time you head back to the first ones, they will have already respawned. So you can just continuously do this in a circle, and you won't run out of graves and mobs to actually be killing. Like, there's no downtime, which is really good about this farm. But I think that's what we're going to do just for a little bit. We'll fill up the inventory a bit better, and we'll send it all over. Alrighty, so we're back on the 0 to 10 million gold from transmog only challenge. I've just finished relisting everything. It's been a couple of days, they all expired. We've got a few sales and we've actually got a really decent sale. So we've sold the Vanguard leg plates, and these are from Silithus, and we sold them for 50k. So this is going to be a huge boost to the challenge. So let's add that to the inventory, which brings us up to 90k in the inventory. Super excited for that, happy about that one. But anyways, we're going to keep on farming and keep on getting more sales. Alrighty guys, so it's been a few days, but we're back on the transmog challenge where we're going from 0 all the way to gold cap from only selling transmog pieces. So we just finished listing everything up on the auction house, and we have a total of 4,690k listed on the auction house with 919 listed items. So the auction house is looking super good. We've still got a bit of mail in the mailbox. We're currently sitting at 90k in the inventory, and we've also got a few sales that are in the mailbox here. So we've got another 4,719 gold. The best sale would be this thing right here, the Peerless Armor of the Quick Blade for 3.6k. So we'll add that all, and we're just under that 100k mark. So we've nearly made our first 100k from the challenge. What I think we're going to do next is do a bit more farming. I think we're going to do some dungeon farming, get our lockouts for the day, and go from there. Alright guys, so we're going to do some RFD runs, try to get some transmog pieces from here. So we want to make sure we've got our vial, our fried bonefish. We'll let that buff up, it takes 10 seconds. And then we'll start load appraiser, and we'll see if we can get any good items from this dungeon. We might do the 10 runs, and then we'll move on to something else. Well, we're lucky. Straight away, we just got a really good item. We got this vest, which sells for 332k. Less than 50 seconds in, and we got that. That is awesome. Alright, so we've done our first run. So basically what we're going to do from here is simply just use our dream walk, and then we'll dream walk back to the start of the dungeon and just run it 9 more times. So you can run a dungeon, an instant, 10 times per hour before you meet the instant lockout. Right, so let's dream walk out. We got really lucky getting that chest, like at the very start. They're super good. Hopefully we can sell this. If we do, that is going to be some really nice gold for the challenge. Oh nice, our first chest. Hopefully we get something good. Unlucky. Wait. Right, we can summon it now. Haha, damn it. Oh, we got 2 chests in 1 run. Lucky run. We just got, what did we get here? 1.2k gold. Decent sell rate, some hands, some gloves. Pretty cool. And we are done, or 10 runs. Awesome. We got, what is it? 445k gold worth of transmog items in 41 minutes. We got a few recipes that we'll just sell on this character, but we got the main transmog piece was that chest, which sells for 132k on my server. I'm very happy with that one. So what we're going to do, we'll use our Dalaran Hearth, and we'll go back to Stormwind. We'll sort out the items, we'll send the transmog pieces to our transmog bank vault, and then we might go do some open world farming, or come back within an hour and go do 10 more runs of a different dungeon. Welcome back to the transmog challenge. What we're going to be doing right now is we're doing some transmog farming at Silithus, so like the group farm at Silithus. We're just filling up the rest of the group, so you want to have your speed set, you want to make sure that you've got your fried bonefish. So we'll get both of those up and running, and then basically what you do, I'll show you the macro once we get this buff up. Should only take a couple more seconds, and it's up. Alright, so the macro that I use here is this one right here, /clear target /target twilight. That is the start of these mobs. All the mobs here start with twilight, and then /cast moonfire. And basically what I do is simply just run around spamming the macro, and what it will do is just automatically cast moonfire on the nearest mob. Super cool. So what we're going to do is just run this for a little bit, maybe for like an hour or so. to see if we can get any good items from here. So we already have the Tibu blazing longsword, so if we can get something like the Skull flame shield that goes for a whole heap of money and sells pretty consistently, it's a pretty good transmog item to actually get. There's a few other epic items from here, but just the set pieces that you get from here are worth a whole heap of gold, and there's just heaps of really good items that you can get from here, and we still haven't got them all, so that is why we're doing this for a bit longer. This would have to be one of my favorite transmog farms in the game. It's just super chill. You run around just spamming your macro, super simple, and you can get a whole heap of pieces from here. So we'll put on loot appraiser, and we'll actually do this for a while, and we'll see what we end up with, see how much we can make within say an hour or so, see if anyone in the group can get lucky and get some other good items also. Another thing, if you are interested in joining a community in game, that we always are looking for people to do farms with, especially transmog farming, I'll have a link in the description to my community, which is called Gold Cap Legends, and you can join that. You can join it on Horde or Alliance, and it's on the NA servers, so not EU but on the NA servers, and you can just post in here if you ever want any help with anything, or you're looking to join some groups or start some farming groups. You're more than welcome to join, and I'd love to have you in the community. We're currently sitting just under 100 people, so we're trying to fill that up a bit more and get it a bit more active. So if you want to join, it will be down in the description box too. Oh nice, we just got the legs. Where were they? These ones right here. Where are we at? Here we go. So we got these ones right here, which are worth 67k. But anyways, that's still a really good item. So it's these right here, they're worth a good amount, and we also got these, the Bloodlust breaches, they're worth about 13k. So we're going good so far. 6 minutes in and we're already at 135k worth of items. Alrighty, so we're 20 minutes in, 21 minutes, and we're at 206k worth of transmog items that we've got so far. A couple of the big items is the Jade breastplate that we got right here, that's 20k. The legs that we had, that was 67k, and then also the Bloodlust breaches for 13k. There's a couple of other really good items too that we've got so far, but nothing crazy, no epics yet, but hopefully we get one soon. Oh nice, we just got the glorious breastplate. That there sells for a whole heap, especially on my server. This sells for 80k, so that's a really good piece that we just got then. That whole set and the Jade set sold extremely good on pretty much all servers on the NA. So we're about 30 minutes in and we're currently at 343k worth of items. We've nearly got a full inventory, so we'll send over all the items to the bank alt for our transmog challenge, then we'll come back and we'll get straight back into the farm. Alrighty guys, so we're using TSM groups to actually sell the items. So we've got it set up in TSM where you can just come to groups, and we've got up the vendor to set at 100 gold plus. If it's under 100 gold, it will sell it. So you simply just click on groups and then sell group, and it'll sort through all of the items and only sell the items that are below 100 gold market value. So this makes it a lot quicker, so you don't end up with a whole heap of junk items that you've got to keep reposting on the auction house. This is a great way to sort for your items, and then once we're done selling it, we can simply go to the mailbox and we can click on mail and go to the group section, and it will post all of the other items instantly to our alt. So you come to groups when you come to the mailbox, and then you come right here, you have to have it set up in TSM, and you simply click on mail selected group, and it's going to quickly post all the items to the character you have selected in your TSM settings, just like this, doing it all for us. And then it'll post all the things that meet the requirements, and anything else we can just vendor. So it's been 1 hour now and we're sitting at 565k worth of transmogs that we've actually looted. and we've done a little bit of AFKing here and there, so it could even be higher. However, I think we're just going to do this for a little bit more, fill up the inventory a bit more, and then we'll move on to the next farm. Oh nice, we got another Bloodlust breastplate, that's worth 22k, very nice. So I think this is where we'll move on to the next farm. We got about 613k from farming Silithus. We'll send over all these items to the bank vault, and then we'll go to the next farm. So next up we're going to do 10 runs of Menatomes and see if we can get any good items. However, the padding items that you get, like the regular OK transmog pieces, you get a whole heap of them from here, which will help pad out the auction house a bit more. And that is pretty much our main goal at the moment, while we're so early into the challenge. The more amount of items we get on the auction house, the more frequent sales we'll actually get. So let's do these 10 runs of Menatomes. Alright, so we're on our 8th run. We've got 46k. We're going to have to reload because I think we have to. Oh no, we don't. We might not have to. Let's vendor all the jungle items that are under 100 gold. So let's sell all those, and we'll go do our last run. Do we have any more that we need to vendor? Yes, we do. Vendor. Alright, so let's go do the last run. Alright, so we've done all the runs. Let's send over all these items to the banking vault for the transmog challenge, and we'll list everything up and we'll see what the auction house is currently worth. Alright, so we're on the transmog bank vault. We have nearly 1,000 items we've got to repost, so what we'll do is we'll collect everything, repost everything, and see where we're at. Alrighty, so we just finished posting everything up on the auction house. Let's check out the total worth. So we're sitting at 5,035k listed on the auction house. The Tibu Blazing Longsword is still our best item by far. We've got a couple other really good items too there now. We have some mail in the mailbox still left over. A few cheeky little sales, so we'll check those out. And we've actually made it above the 100k mark, so that is awesome. We have one big sale right here for 18k, and let's collect this 20k. So that brings up the total to 115k in the inventory. Let's also check out the TSM ledgers. So here is the dashboard for TSM. We're looking pretty good. Our biggest sale was the Vanguard's plate legs that we sold for, well, we sold 2 pairs already. That's very interesting. We sold one for 50k and one for 9k, I believe. And then let's go to the ledgers. Alright, so here's the ledgers for what we've sold. Let's search for highest. So we have the Vanguard plate legs, this chest, the Aboriginal loincloth for 11k, the iron hide belt 5k. So then the rest of them are just pretty decent little sized ones. So the main one is definitely the Vanguard leg plates so far. Anyways, if you'd like to learn a whole heap of gold making methods, and what we're following throughout this series is all the methods inside of my gold making guide. So there's a whole heap of actual transmog farming spots, tips, advice. It goes over a whole heap more than just transmog farming though. It has like a whole heap of different sort of farms, like material farms, pet farms, how to make gold with professions. Absolutely everything I know about making gold in World of Warcraft is inside of my gold making guide, so you can go ahead and check that out if you're interested. It'll be the first link down below. But anyways, this is where we're going to end this episode.